Hello, dear students. How are you? Today, our grammar lesson is titled If Conditional, types 1 and 2, types 2 and 3, I'm sorry. So, we will start explaining type 2. When do we use type 2? When we speak about something that may happen in the future or in the present tense. Let's see together. If it rains tomorrow, we will not come to school. Okay, so the conditional sentence is composed of two parts. If clause plus the main clause. If clause means a sentence, a short sentence, okay? So I have how many sentences here? Two. If clause and main clause. The if clause that has the word if, and the main clause that has a modal verb like will, shall, can, must, may. All these verbs are called modal verbs. So how many clauses do I have? Two clauses. If clause and the main clause. When I start my sentence with the if clause, I must separate the two clauses with a comma. But when I start with the main clause, I won't put a comma. For example, if it rains tomorrow, I started with the if clause. We will not come. This is the main clause. So that's why I put a comma. But when I say, we will not come if it rains tomorrow, I'm not going to put a comma. If I go to London, I will see the Big Ben. So he started here with the if clause, that's why he puts a comma, and he uses a modal verb like these. Will, can, may, must, plus the main verb. Look here. If it rains, I will watch a movie. If it is sunny, I will go to the beach. Let's see some more examples. If I go to Buckingham Palace, I can take a photo of the Royal Guard. What do you notice about the tense of the two clauses? It's in the present tense. Now guys, I want you to open your grammar booklet, page 61. Let's apply on lesson 1. If condition type 2. Exercise A, complete by putting the verbs in the correct form. If you, between brackets, send this letter now, she receive it tomorrow. So when I start with the if clause, I'm going to separate the two sentences using a comma. And in the main clause, there will be a modal verb plus the main verb. So if you, excellent, send this letter now, she will receive it tomorrow. If I study these lessons, I improve my English. If I study these lessons, I will improve my English. Number 3. If I find your ring, I give it back to you. If I find your ring, I will give it back to you. 4. Peggy go shopping if she have time in the afternoon. Here, what's the difference? What do you notice? Yes, we started with the main clause, not the if clause. So the modal verb will be here plus the main verb, and we won't put a comma. Supers. So the answer will be Peggy will go shopping if she has time in the afternoon. Simon go to London next week if he get a cheap flight. Yes, we started also with the main clause, so no commas, and the modal verb will be here. So Simon will go to London next week if he gets a cheap flight. If her boyfriend not phone her today, she leave him. We started with the if clause, so that's why we separate with a comma. So the answer is, if her boyfriend doesn't phone her today, yes, she will leave him. If they not study harder, they not pass the exam, of course. If they don't study harder, they won't or will not pass the exam. 8. If it rain tomorrow, I not water the plants. Supers. If it rains tomorrow, I will not water the plants. You not be able to sleep if you watch this scary film. So the answer will be, you will not be able to sleep if you watch this scary film. Susan not move into the new house if it not be ready on time. Susan will not move into the new house if it is not ready on time. If the sun shine, we walk into town. Supers. If the sun shines, we will walk into town. 12. If he have a fever, he see the doctor. So the answer is, if he has a fever, he will see a doctor. If she earn a lot of money, she fly to New York. If she earns a lot of money, she will fly to New York. 14. If we travel to London, we visit the museums. Excellent. If we travel to London, we will visit the museums. 15. If you wear sandals in the mountains, you slip on the rocks. Very good. If you wear sandals in the mountains, you will slip on the rocks. 16. If they go to the disco, they listen to the loud music. So the answer is, if they go to the disco, they will listen to loud music. Hope you understood the lesson well. Thanks for listening. See you next time. Bye-bye.